curious, setting the scene. Mussoorie is famous for being a picturesque hill station, offering lush valleys and a quiet retreat from city life. But if you travel just a few miles outside the town center, into the darker, isolated ridges, you reach Lambi Dehar. Over the last decade, this remote area has earned a chilling reputation. Travel blogs and paranormal forums consistently rank the Lambi Dehar Mines as one of the top 10 most haunted locations in all of India. The claims surrounding the site are specific and violent. Locals report the screams of a witch echoing through the valley at night. Others point to a series of unexplainable freak accidents, including a helicopter that crashed into the nearby cliffs without warning. Naturally, these stories have created a thriving economy of dark tourism. Today, thrill seekers can go online and book a ticket for guided haunted walking tours, paying to be led through the ruins after dark in search of a scare. The site also draws a constant stream of amateur paranormal investigators. They hike up the steep trails, armed with EMF meters, thermal cameras, and audio recorders, hoping to capture concrete evidence of the supernatural. The warnings from those who have visited are severe. Travel guides explicitly tell visitors never to wear headphones or earbuds while walking the trails. The prevailing advice is that you need to be able to hear exactly what the silence of the forest is hiding. But if you actually listen to the audio logs and read the encounter reports, an anomaly stands out. The entities people claim to hear are rarely described as angry or malicious. Instead, visitors report the sounds of agonizing wailing, painful crying, and deep, wet coughing. These specific painful reports point to a massive, very real historical trauma. To understand the sounds at Lambi Dehar, we have to look past the ghost stories and rewind to the early 1990s. At its peak, this site functioned as a massive, bustling limestone quarry. This chart shows the labor force extracting limestone. Numbers climb rapidly, peaking at 50,000 workers. This massive workforce was sent into the rock with zero regard for their physical well-being, provided with no basic safety infrastructure, no reinforced supports, and no protective masks. Extracting limestone in confined spaces without proper ventilation creates an immediate environmental hazard. Every strike of a pickaxe filled the stagnant air with a thick, choking cloud of pulverized rock dust. Breathing in those sharp, microscopic particles day after day leads to a severe medical condition known as silicosis. The limestone dust effectively embeds itself into the lung tissue, causing severe inflammation and permanent scarring. The physical progression of silicosis is brutal. As the lungs scar and stiffen, the workers slowly lost the ability to take in oxygen. They suffered from severe chest pressure, suffocating over months or years while coughing up blood in the camps. Disease was one of many threats. The relentless, unchecked excavation weakened the structural integrity of the mountain. This led to catastrophic mine cave-ins, instantly crushing workers and burying them deep beneath the rubble. Tens of thousands of workers died agonizing, entirely preventable deaths. The scale of the loss decimated the local labor population, permanently scarring both the physical landscape and the cultural memory of the region. When modern paranormal tourists report a sudden, terrifying heaviness on their chest, they are unwittingly describing the exact physiological reality of silicosis suffocation. The cries and wet wailing heard echoing in the dark align with the historical reality of the mining camps, where thousands of untreated men slowly coughed their lungs out into the night. Even the legend of the Screaming Witch has roots in the rubble. It mirrors the grieving mothers and wives who stood at the edge of the cliffs, waiting for the bodies of their loved ones, bodies that were trapped in the cave-ins and never recovered. Societies process immense, unpunished industrial crimes by mutating the trauma into urban legend. When tens of thousands die for profit and no one is held accountable, the collective grief transforms to ensure the site remains feared. The monsters in the Lambi Dehar mythos are the physical memories of unchecked industrial greed. Today, the mines sit entirely abandoned. Nature has slowly reclaimed the shattered limestone, leaving the remaining structures shrouded in fog and a heavy silence. There is a grim irony to what the site has become. Modern tourists now pay money for thrills and entertainment, standing on the exact ground where thousands of vulnerable laborers were exploited and killed to generate corporate profit. As ghost hunting videos go viral, digital algorithms prioritize the supernatural myth. In the process, the real victims of the 1990s disaster, the men who suffocated in the dark, are erased from the narrative. Those who claim to hear whispers in the Lambi Dehar winds are actually encountering the enduring, ignored echoes of a devastating human tragedy.